Welcome to Vintage Homey. Today, we're diving into the cozy charm of Autumn Rustic Elegance with 12 shabby chic cottage kitchen ideas. Picture warm, inviting spaces filled with soft linens, weathered wood, and vintage touches that capture the essence of fall. Each concept blends rustic textures with delicate, time-worn elegance, creating kitchens that feel like a hug from autumn itself. Whether you're dreaming of a farmhouse-inspired nook or a chic, vintage retreat, these ideas will spark your creativity. Let's explore how to transform your kitchen into a cozy, stylish haven perfect for crisp fall days. Stay tuned, and let's get inspired. Imagine a kitchen where soft linen curtains and creamy ivory sway gently, catching the golden autumn light. Weathered oak cabinets, lightly distressed, pair with a farmhouse sink framed by a chipped porcelain edge. A wooden table, scarred with history, holds a centerpiece of dried lavender and pumpkins. The floor, reclaimed barnwood, creaks warmly underfoot, while brass hardware gleams softly. Delicate lace doilies drape over open shelves, showcasing vintage teacups. The air carries a faint scent of cinnamon and apples baking. This space feels like a quiet autumn afternoon, blending rustic simplicity with elegant charm. Add a wrought iron chandelier for a touch of sophistication, and you've created a cozy, timeless retreat that invites lingering conversations over warm cider. This kitchen glows with the warmth of pumpkin spice hues. Terracotta tiles line the floor, complementing creamy walls with a faint ochre wash. A distressed pine island anchors the space, topped with a butcher block counter etched with years of use. Copper pots hang from a wrought iron rack, their patina catching the light. Open shelves display mismatched vintage plates in soft oranges and creams, paired with mason jars filled with spices. A burlap runner adds texture to the table, adorned with a cluster of mini pumpkins. The vibe is cozy yet refined, like sipping spiced latte in a countryside cottage. Subtle floral accents on faded curtains tie it all together, creating an inviting, autumnal escape. Step into a kitchen where faded floral wallpapers in muted roses and sage green set a nostalgic tone. A vintage hutch, painted in chalky white, displays delicate china with tiny rose patterns. The countertops, made of honed soapstone, contrast with brass-handled drawers. A small round table, draped with a lace tablecloth, holds a vase of dried hydrangeas. The floor, laid with hexagonal terracotta tiles, adds earthy warmth. Soft light filters through sheer curtains, casting a dreamy glow. This space feels like a grandmother's cottage, blending rustic textures with dainty elegance. A single pendant light with a frosted glass shade adds a touch of whimsy, making this kitchen a perfect spot for quiet autumn mornings. This kitchen exudes rustic charm with weathered wood beams crossing the ceiling, their knots and grains telling stories of time. Cabinets in soft sage green, distressed to reveal hints of raw wood, pair with matte black hardware. A reclaimed wood table, slightly uneven, is set with woven placemats and ceramic pitchers. The sink, a deep copper basin, reflects the glow of a lantern-style chandelier. Brick walls, whitewashed for softness, contrast with slate floors. Open shelves hold vintage mason jars and enamelware, adding practical beauty. The space feels like a rustic retreat, warm and grounded, with an elegant edge from delicate glassware. It's a kitchen where autumn's crisp air feels right at home. Envision a kitchen wrapped in cozy textiles, where burlap and linen create a soft, inviting vibe. Creamy cabinets with chipped paint reveal hints of oak beneath, paired with a butcher-block countertop. A woven jute rug warms the wide plank oak floor, while linen curtains and soft taupe frame a window overlooking autumn foliage. A farmhouse table, draped with a quilted runner, holds a ceramic bowl of apples. Vintage tin signs add quirky charm to the walls. The air feels warm, with a faint scent of baked bread. This space blends rustic textures with elegant simplicity, creating a nest-like haven perfect for sipping tea on a chilly fall evening. This kitchen captures the magic of a harvest moon with soft, glowing accents. Walls painted in pale moonlight gray set a serene backdrop for distressed walnut cabinets. A marble countertop, veined with gold, reflects the light of a wrought iron chandelier with exposed bulbs. The floor, dark slate tiles, grounds the space, while a jute runner adds warmth. Open shelves showcase vintage glassware in amber and green, catching the light like moonlit dew. A small table, adorned with a lace runner and dried wheat stalks, feels intimate. The ambience is calm yet elegant, evoking crisp autumn nights under a glowing moon, perfect for quiet dinners and soulful conversations. Imagine a kitchen where exposed brick walls, softened by whitewash, create a rustic yet elegant atmosphere. Oak cabinets, lightly sanded for a worn look, pair with matte black pulls. A farmhouse sink sits beneath a window framed by checkered cotton curtains. The floor, wide plank pine, adds warmth, while a butcherblock island anchors the space. Vintage enamel pitchers and copper kettles line open shelves, adding pops of character. A wooden table, set with a burlap runner and dried corn husks, feels harvest-ready. The vibe is cozy, like a countryside cottage, with a touch of sophistication from sleek brass fixtures. This kitchen invites warmth and connection, perfect for autumn gatherings. This kitchen blends soft pastels with rustic charm for a dreamy, shabby chic vibe. Walls in pale lavender contrast with creamy cabinets, their paint gently peeling to reveal wood beneath. A soapstone countertop adds subtle elegance, while vintage glass knobs sparkle softly. The floor, laid with weathered oak planks, feels warm underfoot. A round table, draped with a floral linen cloth, holds a vase of dried baby's breath. Open shelves display pastel ceramic bowls and teacups. The space feels light and airy, like an autumn morning in a cottage garden, with delicate touches that invite relaxation and creativity, perfect for baking seasonal treats. Picture a kitchen aglow with copper accents, where warmth radiates from every corner. Creamy walls with a faint peach undertone complement distressed oak cabinets. A copper farmhouse sink gleams under a window with burlap curtains. The island, topped with reclaimed wood, holds a cluster of copper lanterns. Terracotta tiles line the floor, adding earthy depth. Open shelves showcase vintage copper molds and glass jars filled with spices. A small table, draped with a linen runner, features a centerpiece of pomegranates. The vibe is cozy yet refined, like an autumn sunset, blending rustic textures with elegant metallic glow, creating a hideaway for warm, intimate meals. This kitchen exudes faded elegance with walls in soft, weathered blue, reminiscent of an old countryside manor. Cabinets in chalky white, distressed to show hints of pine, pair with vintage brass handles. A marble countertop, slightly worn, adds timeless charm. The floor, laid with reclaimed brick, feels grounded, while a jute rug adds softness. A small table, covered with a lace tablecloth, holds a vase of dried roses. Open shelves display chipped enamelware and vintage teapots. The space feels like a forgotten cottage, blending rustic simplicity with delicate sophistication, perfect for quiet autumn evenings filled with warm drinks and heartfelt conversations. Imagine a kitchen inspired by an autumn orchard, where earthy tones create a cozy retreat. Walls in soft cider brown complement oak cabinets with a weathered finish. A granite countertop, speckled with amber, pairs with a deep farmhouse sink. Wide plank oak floors, slightly worn, add warmth, while a woven runner brings texture. Open shelves hold vintage jars filled with dried fruits and spices. A wooden table, set with a burlap cloth and a bowl of apples, feels harvest-ready. The ambience is rustic yet elegant, like a crisp orchard morning, inviting you to linger over coffee and savor the beauty of fall's bounty. This kitchen blends rustic textures with the soft luxury of worn velvet. Walls in muted sage green set a calming tone, paired with distressed walnut cabinets. A soapstone countertop contrasts with vintage nickel handles. The floor, laid with reclaimed oak, feels warm, while a velvet upholstered bench adds unexpected elegance. A round table, draped with a linen runner, holds a vase of dried wheat. Open shelves display vintage china and enamelware. The space feels like a cozy countryside cottage, with a touch of refined charm, perfect for autumn evenings spent baking pies or sipping tea, wrapped in the warmth of rustic sophistication.